You're watching Cartel TV and I'm Simone. Today I'm taking a look at the all-new 2025 Kia EV5 and I have the mid-spec Earth trim. This model is important because it slots right into that mid-size electric SUV category, competing against popular choices like the Tesla Model Y, BYD Atto 3 and even premium EVs like the Audi Q4 e-tron. The EV5 follows in the footsteps of the Kia EV6 and the bigger EV9, and Kia's electric lineup has been seriously impressive lately. Now the EV6 has already made some big waves, so its smaller sibling better be good too. But does it live up to the hype? Or is it just another electric SUV trying to blend in with the crowd? Let's find out. But before we do, here's a quick message from this video's sponsor, AmpCharge.
At Cartel TV, we not only champion great drives, but also reliability and convenience. That's why we partnered with Ampol and their AmpCharge EV charging sites.
Rolling out across Australia and boasting ultra-fast chargers, it's our trusted choice. And here's the best part. Every site has an Ampol Foodery, where you can grab a quality coffee or snack while you charge.
The journey doesn't stop there.
With the Ampol app, you can find your nearest charger, check availability, and manage your charging session from start to finish.
So drive into the future with reliability and convenience, just like we do at Cartel TV.
All right, let's dive into the design. The EV5 is like a baby EV9. It's got that same boxy shape, that futuristic styling, just scaled down. Up front, the sleek slimline LED lights give it a sharp, modern look. The overall design is clean and minimalistic, but also quite bold, which is not something you always get from electric SUVs. In comparison to something like the Tesla Model Y, the EV5 feels fresher and more contemporary. Honestly, I'm a big fan of this design, even over the 2025 Tesla Model Y. Sure, the Tesla is sleek, but the EV5's boxy shape? It stands out more, and I dig it. One thing though, I'm not sure about those hidden door handles. Sure, they look clean and futuristic, but having to pop one side in and then pull it out, it's a little bit finicky. Especially when you've got your hands full with bags or kids. Let's talk about power and performance. Now the EV5 comes in a couple of variants. First, the single-motor front-wheel drive model with 160 kilowatts of power and 310 Newton-meters of torque, which is decent but not groundbreaking. Then there's the dual-motor all-wheel drive model that gives you 230 kilowatts of power and 480 Newton-meters of torque. Now that's the one that feels fast. When it comes to range, the EV5 does pretty well. The standard range model offers a solid 400 kilometres WLTP, while the long-range version stretches that to 555 kilometres. For the all-wheel drive version, you're looking at around 500 kilometres, which is pretty impressive considering the extra power. It's not class-leading, but it's competitive. Charging times are pretty typical. With a 7 kilowatt AC home charger, it takes about 9 hours and 43 minutes for a full charge on the standard range. For fast charging, you can go from 10% to 80% in about 57 minutes with a 50 kilowatt charger, and even faster with a 350 kilowatt charger, taking just around 36 minutes. Not the fastest out there, but still pretty solid. Now, one cool feature that I like is the charging port is up front, so it makes it much easier to park at charging stations without having to awkwardly reverse in. And yes, the EV5 has V2L or vehicle-to-load technology. It's an interior socket on all variants, and long-range variants offer it externally via an adapter. We tested it with the Home system, and it works like a charm. Remember, this uses V2L to power your house, therefore becoming V2H. If you want to know more about using your EV as a home battery, visit cartel.tv/HOEM. Now, let's talk about how the EV5 actually drives. First off, the regen braking is really good. It's got iPedal, meaning you should be able to drive with just one pedal, and the paddle shifters let you adjust the regen levels on the go. It's not as strong as in the Tesla or the Polestar, but it's one of the best on the market, and the convenience of the paddle shifters is really good when driving. As for handling, it's surprisingly solid. The steering's actually a bit on the heavier side, which helps to give it a real premium feel and keeps it planted on the road while driving. But one downside is road noise. At low speeds, it's fine. But once you hit the highway, there's a lot of wind and road noise, especially in the rear seats. That boxy design isn't great for aerodynamics, and you can hear it to a degree. Also, 0 to 100 kilometres per hour in the all-wheel drive version is 6.1 seconds, which is quick, but nothing crazy. Inside, the EV5 is well thought out.
A few things I absolutely love.
The subtle bronze design accents throughout the cabin are a really nice touch.
Normally here you'd find under console storage, but hey, look at this, it's cushioned. Could almost serve as another seat.
Of course, it's not legal here to use it as one, but still, it gives your passenger some extra space and comfort.
There's even a handbag hook here, which is perfect for keeping bags off the floor or keeping your groceries from sliding around.
When it comes to the infotainment, the 12.3-inch digital driver display and the 12.3-inch touchscreen look great.
But I keep accidentally tapping these buttons beneath the screen when I go to use it. It's a little bit awkward.
Some more tactile controls might have been nice, or perhaps just different positioning. The infotainment is, however, packed with apps and features, including Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. But most importantly, it's got a range of functionality to control and monitor your EV features.
There's a lot to mention, but one really handy one is the ability to choose your charging times and the ability to differentiate between AC and DC charging.
Rear seats are very spacious and we very easily fit a reverse baby seat.
It's very comfortable back here. I've got ample leg room and headroom. The seats are really nice and cushiony and comfortable. I have rear air vents, which is always great. I've got USB-C charging ports in the front seat ahead. These little handles, I don't know if they're to help you get in and out easily, but they could perhaps rest an iPad or device. And I've also got storage down here in this little bin.
The boot space in the EV5 has to be one of the most perfectly thought through boots. I know, I feel weird saying it.
But just look at all these compartments, all while keeping it spacious. We've got something under there, we've got these little storage compartments. And this is where your V2L power point is.
The boot offers 513 litres with the seats up, and when you fold the rear seats flat, you've got an impressive 1,714 litres of cargo space.
However, unless I'm missing something, there's no lever to drop the seats from the boot, and that's the only place that it loses some points for me.
The EV5 Earth is packed with safety tech, but if I want to be really pedantic...
Now this trim doesn't get a 360-degree camera or a blind spot camera feed.
Considering this car costs nearly $70,000, those are two features I'd really expect.
But you still get a full suite of safety features, including
adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, auto emergency braking, rear cross traffic alert, and many more.
So although this mid-spec Earth trim is missing those two features, it's still loaded with tech to keep you safe on the road.
Now let's talk pricing for the EV5 lineup. The Air standard range costs $56,770 drive away. The Air long range is $63,990. This Earth all-wheel drive long range is $68,990, and the top GT line all-wheel drive long range costs $75,990.
So the Earth trim sits in the middle of the lineup and would have been my pick.
But honestly, for nearly $70,000, just would have loved that surround view camera.
To wrap things up, the 2025 Kia EV5 in the Earth trim is a solid all-rounder. It offers
a modern, bold design, a decent electric range, a practical, well-designed interior, and a driving experience that's both fun and functional.
But is it better than a Tesla Model Y?
The Model Y is the benchmark, for good reason.
But honestly, the EV5 feels fresher and more practical, and I'm really liking the boxy design over Tesla's bubble shape. Plus, Kia's build quality has more than proven itself.
If you're looking for a stylish, well-equipped EV that isn't a Tesla, the Kia EV5 should definitely be on your radar.
So what do you think? Would you go for the EV5 or would you stick with the Tesla? Let us know in the comments and you'll see me in my next review.